like you were supposed to, this should be no problem for you right now. This sitting with self yesterday should lead you to no problem today with trusting self. What's up, party people? Welcome back to the party, y'all. So as many of you know, I started my yoga teacher training yesterday, and everybody in the classroom had to go around and say something that they liked that started with the letter of their name. And you know, with my name being Phoenix, I said I like to party. Because I really do. I really like to party, honey. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the party. Let's get lit. Today is, I was about to say October. Why do I want it to be October? Because I just seen 10. It's November 10th. And October is a special month to me. Anyways, today is November 10th, 2020. It is a one day technically, because bitch, I'm the one. No, because it's 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So today is a one day. Y'all. Do we want that? Is that for us? All right. And at least they fell in the upright position, so that's good. So 6 of swords for our clarity card, and it's 6. You know, 6 is wisdom, so yeah, that makes sense. It's our clarity card. Okay, can I ask the question, y'all? Please let me get into the emotion before y'all just start telling stuff. Okay, honey. Period. Today is November 10th, 2020. We still are in Scorpio season. We just found out yesterday that what's coming to light this week, what is going to be exposed this week is our true selves, our hearts, our desires, our wants, our needs, and the motivating factors behind those wants, needs, and desires. So with that being said, and the fact that we have the 6 of swords coming up for clarity, I'm already knowing it's activity going on today. Activity is going on today. And the 6 of swords represents starting a journey and or changing paths, changing routes, etc., etc. So let's see, what do y'all want for us today at the collective? What's the energy for us today on this beautiful Taco Tuesday, Titty Tuesday? It is November 10th, 2020. We are still in Scorpio season. Let us know what is going on in this shadowy season, in this mysterious season where things are coming up for us that we have to sit with and that we have to deal with. Now we have to truly understand what is the energy for the collective. What should we do? What should we not do? Where should we go? Where should we not go? Anybody to talk to? Anybody to not talk to? People to see? People to avoid? What is the energy today that y'all need for us? What do y'all need from us? What do we need from y'all? Let us know. Let's highlight the areas that need to be worked on. Let's highlight whatever is up. Whatever is up there is stuck there. So let us know, what's the energy for today for the collective good? Like, what we got going on today, y'all? When y'all listen, we talk, and we are willing vessels ready to be poured into. At least I am. I can't speak for everybody. But hopefully, we are all willing vessels ready to be poured into. Willing and ready to be poured into. I had to do this look. Dang! Alright. The High Priestess is the card that we have today. Okay. And it's a 2. Duality. I feel like we ain't pulled the High Priestess card in a minute, have we? We have not. Okay. So we have the High Priestess card today, followed by the 6 of Swords for clarity. Like I said, 6 is about wisdom, so this makes sense that this would be our clarity card. It's a little extra wisdom being brought in Okay, let's go through the symbol. Well, we all know what high priest. Well, we don't all know. I guess I should explain. We know high priestess is like big energy, big manifest energy. You got the power, you got the juice. You're the high priestess, or in the male terminology, the high priest. It's a lot of energy, a lot of power we have to harness. We have a lot of power that we need to harness and that we need to walk into. But we already know that. The cards have been saying this for a very, very, very long time. She has a moon. What is this? I don't even know how to. Is this a crescent moon? Yeah, I think this is a crescent moon right here that she has beneath her feet. So we know she got the power of the moon. She is big feminine energy. We all know the moon is feminine. She's got a B and a J over here. This is black and this is white, so I'm guessing this has a little bit to do with justice or balance, black and white. What would the B stand for and the J stand for? We don't know. We have to read that one. Oh, she's got a scroll that says tarot. That's hilarious. Oh, okay. Let's see. What's the symbolism in here? She has on a crown. She's the high priestess. We know crown represents power, victory, and eternal life. She has a scroll in her hand, but they don't have they don't have anything on here for scroll. Okay, well, let me see what her symbols are since I'm already right here. Cross, crown, moon, and pillar. Okay, cross represents union between man and woman, or between human and divinity, which would make sense that they have these two pillars right here. Pillars represent a connection between the spirit world and the physical world. Like I said, the cross represents union between humanity and divinity. I said moon. Moon is the divine feminine, obviously the unconscious. The pillar, I said pillar, we said crown, we said, okay, so we did everything. All right, it says the high priestess looks very imposing in her robes. On her head sits a crown depicting the full moon. There you go, that moon energy, the divine feminine. The unconscious. We're dealing with things of the unconscious today. There is a black pillar to her right and a white pillar to her left. Around her neck is a cross, and on her lap is a scroll. A crescent moon lies at her feet, and pomegranates, a symbol of fertility, can be seen in the background. I don't see no pomegranates. I see leaves. I see leaves back there. I don't see pomegranates, but okay. It says pomegranates, a symbol of fertility, can be seen in the background. The number is 2. The element is water. The zodiac sign is Cancer. Okay, Cancer, come through this morning. I know I'm the high priestess, honey. It says the high priestess represents intuition and knowledge. When she appears, she is asking you to trust your hunches. Your gut feeling is telling you to pay attention to facts that you are not yet aware of. You're wiser. 6, wise, wisdom. You're wiser and have more knowledge about the situation than you think. This would make sense if yesterday we sat and dealt with ourselves, or yesterday we sat and sat with our shit, and we took that time, like the card told us to yesterday, to observe ourselves and self-reflect and be in solitude and know what we want. Now this card the next day is coming back to tell you to trust yourself. Whatever those hunches that you felt yesterday, whatever those reflections and revelations that you gained yesterday from sitting with self, trust that shit. Don't let it just fall off the back of your head, or you push it in the back of your mind. Trust that shit. Go with that shit. Believe in that shit. It says, you are wiser and have more knowledge about the situation than you think. You may also find yourself being drawn to people who seek your counsel. This card can indicate that others find you more alluring than usual. The high priestess sits between the pillars of darkness and light, in front of the gate that leads to knowledge and power, period. Because I got all the divine knowledge, all the sacred knowledge. She's given the number 2, my life path number, and I'm a Cancer. This card is me all day, honey. I'm definitely getting the high priestess tatted. She's given the number 2, the number of duality. The moon at her feet shows that she's got control over her emotions and that she knows how to balance intellect and intuition. She represents feminine power and taking control over your actions. Even if you're a guy, the high priestess is asking you to trust your intuition. What we did yesterday, we sat with ourselves, we reflected with ourselves, we sat in solitude, we got to know ourselves, we got to know the shadow aspects of ourselves. Now we're being asked to trust everything that came up for us yesterday. Trust all that shit that we felt yesterday. We were supposed to put our feelings before our thoughts. thoughts yesterday. Now we are also putting our feelings before our thought processes today, because we're going to trust our intuition, not our mind. We're going to trust that gut feeling that we know we be knowing, but we be going against that shit so much. When you go against your intuition, you are literally going against yourself. Every time you don't trust yourself or you go against what you know, you are literally chipping away at yourself because you are going against yourself. It says, trust your intuition. If you sat with yourself yesterday like you were supposed to, this should be no problem for you right now. This sitting with self yesterday should lead you to no problem today with trusting self. Because yesterday you sat with self and got to know self. Now today they're asking you to trust self. In a reading, this card can also show you that your life is changing. Paths are being changed. I told y'all what this card means. A new journey is happening, a new beginning. We're going to new places. It says in a reading, this card can also show you that your life is changing and there may be unknown factors about to appear. She reminds you to not take things for granted because things are very malleable at the moment. Hold on, because I don't know what that means.
Malleable.
Able to be hammered or pressed permanently out of shape without breaking or cracking. So it says, she reminds you to not take things for granted because things are very able to be hammered or pressed permanently out of shape without breaking or cracking at the moment. You're on this threshold of a new discovery, a new journey, a new discovery. And while it may seem puzzling at this time, all will soon be revealed. Malleable. It says, though, able to be hammered or pressed permanently out of shape without breaking or cracking. Pressed permanently out of shape. Pressed permanently out of shape. Things are very able to be pressed permanently out of shape without breaking at the moment. She reminds you to not take things for granted because things are very malleable at this moment. Don't take things for granted because things are able to be changed permanently right now without breaking. I don't know if that was the right word for them to use. I don't really understand how that fits into the context. But, all right. In the upright position, the keywords represent secret, knowledge, feminine energy, female energy. Intuition is big female energy because it sits right in our womb. Who has wombs? The woman. That's why the man is supposed to listen to the woman. That's why the woman is the neck. The man is the head, but the woman is the body, honey. The man is the head, but the woman is the body, honey. Why? Because behind every great man is a greater woman, because we have the intuition, we have that knowing, we have the knowledge. That's not to say men don't have intuition either. They do. They come from us. They literally come out of our womb, so they do have intuition as well. But their intuition isn't their gift like it is our gift. That is our gift. We are literally designed to have that intuition. And that's why I'm going off topic here, but this is very important to me. I feel like hysterectomies are evil as fuck. And I'm just going to leave it there. Especially when it comes to black women. And I'm just going to leave that there. All right. So yeah, yesterday we were supposed to sit with ourselves. We were supposed to know ourselves. We were supposed to get to figure out what the fuck we wanted, what the fuck we didn't want. We were supposed to understand why we were even motivated by some of the things we were motivated. We were literally really supposed to be sitting with self yesterday and understanding who the fuck we really are and what the fuck do we really want. Because today's card is asking you now everything that came up for you yesterday, everything that you felt yesterday, everything that you know to be true about self and about what you want yesterday. Trust that shit. Trust that shit. Don't let nobody take you away from what you know. You know. Motherfuckers would love to try to confuse you. They would love to try to knock you off your motherfucking rocker, knock you off your square. But you know what you know because yesterday you sat with yourself and you got to know self and you got to understand, you know what? No, that ain't even me. That shit you talk about ain't even me. That's you projecting because I know myself. I found myself yesterday. I know who the fuck I am. So this shit you talk about today, No, maybe 2 days ago when I didn't know who the fuck I was, I maybe would have allowed you to say that shit. Maybe would have allowed you to project that shit onto me. But no, yesterday I found out who I was, and today I trust that shit. Today I trust who the fuck I am. Today I trust what I want. Today I trust my desires, my needs, my wants. Because I found myself yesterday. I reflected yesterday. I was in solitude, so I had nothing but me and my energy yesterday. So now when you come with this bullshit today, I know that's you. I know that's projection. I know that's insecurities. I know that don't have shit to do with me. So, the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. 6 is wisdom. 6 is wisdom. Prepare for a journey, be it physical or metaphorical. The Six of Swords can indicate that you need to move away from something whether you want to or not. Whether you want to or not. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Whether you want to do it or not, trust yourself. It says you have to come to terms with this and realize that what you're leaving behind is not as wonderful as what you're moving forward, what you're moving towards. Even though there's going to be some remorse around the decision. The keywords represents travel, to transition, moving towards wholeness. The number is 6, wisdom. The element is air. It's activity. It's activity. Okay, let's go to the symbols because I just skipped the symbols. But the symbols are staff, sword, and water. We already know swords represents activity. It's the elements of air. Staff represents magician and powers. Water represents feminine energy. So also, it's a lot of feminine energy going on today. Now, if y'all remember, the last 2 days, we have feminine and masculine energy going on. We have both. Now, we just have feminine energy because now is the time to tap into intuition and trust self. Trust that all that shit that came up yesterday was necessary for the greater good. Everything that you dealt with yesterday, everything that you didn't want to deal with, all that shadow shit that you allowed and that you felt because you put your feelings before your thinking yesterday, right? Trust that shit. It was meant to happen. None of that shit was in vain. None of those emotions that came up yesterday in vain. None of those realizations that you came up were in vain. None of that shit. Even if you had come to the realization that you got to cut some motherfuckers off, you might not want to do that shit, but trust that you have to do that shit. Whether or not you want to, whether or not you liked whatever came up yesterday, whether or not it felt good, whether or not it felt accurate, trust that shit. Trust that shit. It is asking you, big feminine energy. These cards both have water. These cards both have water energy today. Big fucking feminine energy. Trust yourself. Trust that divine feminine with inside. And men, this is for you too. Y'all can tap into y'all divine feminine because you have, listen, the card is 2. It's a 2 card. Duality. You don't get one without the other. Just because you are a man does not mean you don't have no divine feminine in you. And just because you are a woman does not mean that you do not have no divine masculine in you. The thing, though, is to come together and balance those energies out. Duality. Balance that shit out. A lot of times, women are so heavily in their divine feminine, that's why we so fucking emotional, because we don't know how to balance out that masculine energy. First of all, we're not even told that we're supposed to have masculine energy, so they shun us. They shun that shit. Any type of masculine female, they automatically assume is a man, or they automatically assume is gay. No, we need to harness that divine masculine as well. Just like we have that divine feminine, we need to utilize that divine masculine as well. It comes in handy for sure. And just like men, y'all have that divine feminine energy in y'all as well. Y'all come from women. You come from the womb of a woman. You have it in you. So tap into your divine feminine energy today, both men and women, and trust self. Trust that gut feeling. Men have guts feeling, especially black men. Y'all got it because y'all are gods. Y'all have that melanin. It's in your DNA. It's in your DNA to be knowing. You come from black women. Like, it's literally in your DNA. It's inside of you. It's not on you. It's in you, okay? So, trusting that, get into that self, or y'all were supposed to get into, we were supposed to get into self yesterday. We were supposed to be sitting with self yesterday, learning about self, reflecting, doing all the revelation that we were supposed to do yesterday, because now it's telling us, okay, you're on a path now. Now it's a journey that's about to happen. Now it's a journey, whether it be physical and or metaphorical. Either way, it's a journey now. And now you're accepting of this journey because you sat with self yesterday. Had you not sat with self yesterday, this shit that's coming up, this new journey that's presenting itself to you today would be foreign as fuck, because you would still be operating it with the mindset and the wants and the desires and the motivating factors of false narrative shit. Had you not sat with yourself yesterday, this new opportunity, this new journey that's presenting itself to you, you wouldn't be able to trust it because you would still be operating off a mama and daddy mindset, off a brother and sister mindset, off a society mindset, off of the desires and the goals that society tells you you're supposed to have. But because you sat with yourself yesterday and you know who the fuck you are and you know what the fuck you want and you know why you want it, oh baby honey, when this journey presents itself to you, when this opportunity presents itself to you, when this change presents itself to you, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's for me. Let me walk into it gracefully. Let me walk into it knowingly. Let me walk into it willfully, knowing that it's a change coming. Knowing that it's meant for me, though, because I sat with self and I know it's for me. I know it's for me now because I know me. I know me. I feel me. Oh, this is you, sis. This is you, bro. Yeah, so when that opportunity come knocking at your door, you ain't even got to second guess yourself. For what? You know who you are. You know what you want. You know what's for you. You figured that shit out yesterday. So now it's easy breezy. It's easy breezy today. It's easy breezy today. Trust. Have that inner wisdom that you know what the fuck to do for yourself. Have that inner wisdom that you don't need to go outside for your energy. You don't need to go outside for your advice. You don't need to go outside for anything else. It's in you. You know. It's your intuition. Trust self. You have that inner wisdom. Trust self. Get in tune with your divine feminine or your divine masculinity. That duality, you need that duality. Everything that you need is inside of you. Trust that intuition. And another thing too, with the wisdom being inside of you, not having to go out to outside sources. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, it is good to have people in your circle who you can bounce ideas off of, people that you can go to for advice in times of need, etc., etc. However, the goal is to figure it out first in self. The goal is to sit with self first. The goal is to go to self for counseling. The goal is to, like we did yesterday, sit with self and figure that shit out first. And even if you can't figure it out all the way, or even if you need a little bit of clarity, then that's when you go and you seek counsel from like-minded individuals. You don't just go seek counsel from motherfuckers just because they're older than you or because motherfuckers may be living the life that you think you want. You have to seek counsel from like-minded individuals because it doesn't make sense to go and ask somebody. It don't make sense if you're a vegan to go ask a non-vegan what you should eat for dinner, because I'm gonna tell your ass to eat some fucking go get a burger from Five Guys. You understand what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna throw you the fuck off, because now if you really were craving meat and you went to somebody who eats meat for clarity or for advice, now I didn't planted a seed in your head to go do some shit that you ain't even supposed to be doing. That's not even for you. Because I'm not like-minded. I can't tell you what you really need. I can only give you advice from my level. I can only give you advice from my mind. So don't go seeking counsel from individuals who don't share that like-mindedness with you. And then really, like I said, start with yourself first. Seek counsel for self. Sit down with self and be like, go look in the mirror. That's what you do. Next time you need advice, anybody, if you can't figure it, well, no, I won't say that. Sit with self first. Look in the mirror and be like, okay, let's figure this shit out. We got it halfway figured out, or I can't clearly figure it out all the way. At least you tried. At least you went to self first. At least you didn't ignore self. Because you know what? When we be going to seek advice from other motherfuckers, I had to get out of this too. Or always constantly asking motherfuckers, like, you know, reaching out and shit. The self be like, well, damn, what about me? I'm sitting here, don't I know some shit? Ain't I been through enough in life? Ain't we learned a lot? Ain't we learned enough in life for you to trust self and come convene with self and come converse with self? Dang, higher self be like, dang, he or she just don't give a fuck about me. They don't even see me here. Then when you at least acknowledge yourself, at least when you acknowledge yourself, okay, you know what? The more you start to acknowledge yourself, the more you start to sit with yourself, the more you start to go within yourself, then you start trusting yourself. Your intuition builds, your trust builds, your confidence builds. So you don't have to keep going out as much. And again, I am not saying that there's anything wrong with seeking advice or having a therapist. I have a therapist. He is my professor. I have somebody that I can go to when I can't figure shit out for myself, or when I need a little bit more clarity. I have sisters. I have a tribe. I have a circle. So don't get me wrong. I am not saying that you don't need a circle, that you don't need a therapist, or that you don't need a tribe, because you most definitely do. However, the only way to be successful in your tribe is to first go to self. It's to first convene with self. It's to first counsel with self. It's to first counsel with self. Trust self, because whatever is coming up for us, whatever journey is about to be presented to us, whatever is about to go on with us, we need to be able to trust it right away, because we might not have time to go counsel. We might not have time to ask for advice. We may have literally whatever happens today, whatever is coming up for us today, it may be something that's a yes or no question. I need to answer right now. I need to answer right now. We might be walking into all types of opportunities, all types of new journeys and new prosperities and shit, but we need to answer right now. We need to answer right now. You ain't got time to call your mama. You ain't got time to text your sister. You ain't got time to pray to the God. You got to go with what's inside. You got to feel that gut. Whatever that gut is telling you, yes or no, go or stay, leave or go. What is it going to be? I need to answer. And you got to be able to tap into self right away and know, oh, this is for me. Okay, this is for me. I got it. No need to question. No need to doubt, because I know. I trust in self. You were supposed to sit with self yesterday so that you could know self, so that you could feel self, so that you could feel your womb, your intuition. So when today comes, you're ready. You're ready. We are ready for today. Whatever comes up, we're ready. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You are ready. You know it. If you did what you were supposed to do yesterday, you're ready for today. If you did what you were supposed to do yesterday, you are ready for today. Period, point blank. That's all I got to say. If you sat with self, got to know self, reflected, was in solitude, etc., today, whatever this is, you're ready. Whatever this is, you are ready. Trust in yourself. You're ready. You're going to make the right decision. So let's read these cards one more time. One more time. The High Priestess says, the High Priestess represents intuition and knowledge. When she appears, she's asking you to trust your hunches. Your gut feeling is telling you to pay attention to facts that you are not aware of. You're wiser. 6, you're wiser. You have more knowledge about the situation than you think. You may also find yourself being drawn to people who seek your counsel. When you start trusting yourself and walking in yourself and having that confidence, now motherfuckers coming to you for advice. Now you're the one that is giving out the wisdom, because now you have sat with self and you trusted self. So now you can trust yourself to give counsel to other people. This card can indicate that others find you more alluring than usual. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of darkness and light, duality, in front of the gate that leads to knowledge and power. Duality, there is power and knowledge found in harnessing those two powers, working together with the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And that's another reason why black women and black men really need to get this shit together and stop fucking fighting each other, because y'all look fucking stupid. Y'all look fucking stupid. Let society pin y'all against each other when we got the motherfucking power. Together, we is unstoppable. Do y'all understand that's why they took the black man away? Don't y'all understand that is why they broke the family up? Because the divine feminine and divine masculine together is a fucking force to be fucked with. We can't be fucked with. Do y'all not understand that? Okay, ran over. It says, the High Priestess sits between the pillars of darkness and light in front of the gate that leads to knowledge and power. She's given the number 2, the number of duality. The moon at her feet shows she's got control over her emotion, and she knows how to balance intellect and intuition. She knows how to balance intellect and intuition because she has that duality. She has control over her divine feminine and her divine masculine. They always say logic is man, intuition is woman. Logic is man, intuition is woman. So intellect is man, intuition is woman. She's got control. She knows how to balance her intellect and her intuition, her divine masculine and her divine feminine, to pull it together. Although she represents feminine power, don't get it twisted. Sis got big masculine energy too, and she knows how to use it. It says she represents feminine power and taking control of your actions. Over your actions. Actions is masculine. Acting is masculine. Feeling is feminine. So although she represents feminine power, she also takes control over your actions, takes control over her actions. Even if you're a guy, the High Priestess is asking you to trust your intuition. Come on, y'all. Duality, come together. Bring that shit together. Become one within self. In a reading, this card can also show you that your life is changing and that there may be unknown factors about to appear. She reminds you to not take things for granted because things are very malleable at this moment. You're on the threshold of a new discovery. What do this card say? Number 6 say? Prepare for a journey, be it physical or metaphorical. You're on the thresholds of a new discovery. And while it may seem puzzling at this time, all will soon be revealed. Trust. Go forth with trust. Trust. Go forth with trust. The cards, it says secret knowledge, female energy. Okay. 6 of Swords. Prepare for a journey, be it physical or metaphorical. The 6 of Swords can indicate that you need to move away from something, whether you want to or not. Whether you want to or not. You have to come to terms with this and realize that what you're leaving behind is not as wonderful as what you're moving towards, even though there's going to be some remorse around the decision. 6 is wisdom. You have to come to terms with this and realize that what you're leaving behind is not as good as what you're going towards. That only takes wisdom. It takes wisdom to understand that what you can't see, what you can't yet feel, what is not yet tangible is better than what you have right now. That's why a lot of people stay stuck. A lot of people they stay stuck in these relationships. They stay stuck in these jobs. They stay stuck in these friendships. They stay stuck, period, because they can't see further. They don't have faith. They don't have trust that whatever is ahead is greater than what's right here now, because they can't see it. They can't feel it. They can't taste it. It's not tangible. They don't know. They don't have that faith. They don't have that trust. So they settle for what is right now in front of them because they can touch it and they can hold it and they can feel it, and it's right here. And what's up there is, I don't know. It's not there. I don't know. So I don't want it. No, you have to trust. Trust that what is coming, what you're leaving behind is as wonderful, is more. What you're leaving behind is not as wonderful. What you're going towards is way better than what you have now. Release, let go, have faith. Have faith. In the upright position, it represents travel, transition, moving towards wholeness. Travel, you could be moving. Transition, you could be getting a new job. You could be leaving a job, moving towards wholeness. You could be leaving a relationship. It's so many things that could be going on right now. Only you know what is going on for you. But whatever it is that's going on for you, whatever opportunity is coming up, whatever newness is coming up, whatever new journey that you're about to take is coming up, trust that shit has to happen. Trust. Go in there. Don't be fearful. Don't be fearful. Do not be fearful. Do not fear change. Do not delay your happiness. Do not push your life away. Do not... and then the key words for this, if we have put it in the inverted position, it says delays, fear of change, unwillingness to move forward. Don't be that person. Don't be that person who is scared of their future. Don't be that person who is scared of their greatness. Don't be that person who is scared to succeed. I once was that person, scared to succeed, so I never tried. I never finished it because I was scared of failure. I was scared of failure, but so really what it was is that I was scared of success, because with success comes great responsibility. You got to level the fuck up. You really got to start doing shit. You got to really start being accountable. You got to really start actually doing the fucking work. That's what the fuck most people are scared of. That's what we're really scared of. We're not scared of failure, and we're not scared of like rejection and shit like that. That's not really what it is. We're actually scared that we're going to get everything the fuck that we want, and we're not going to be ready for it. You're not going to be ready for it if you don't ever sit with self and prepare for it. You're not going to be ready for it if you don't ever sit with self and prepare for it. Trust your fucking self, because this new success, this new journey is coming. It's on its way, and you can't stop it. You're going to either get ready or get left. Like, it's only one bus coming around. It's only one bus coming around this generation. And if you miss it, oh, you better hope it come around for the next generation. Okay? So, I mean, 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2, duality. And this bag this is a Centuries bag from Milwaukee. Why is this bag here? I seen Lisbon. I'm like, what the hell? There's no Lisbon in Wisconsin. I mean, there's no Lisbon in Georgia. But yeah, y'all. Trust yourself, because it's about to be something that it's an opportunity or a journey is about to present itself. And you're going to have to be able to go with it or not go with it. You're going to have to make the right decision. You're going to have to know this is for me, this is not for me. You have to make that choice for yourself, not nobody else. You're not going to be able to call mama. You're not going to be able to text your brother or your sister. You're not going to be able to ask your dad. You're going to have to go with whatever your gut tells you. And you only gonna know it's your gut if you got to know your gut yesterday. If you realize who your gut was yesterday. If you recognize who your gut was yesterday. So, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the world card. The motherfucking world is ours. Period. The world is ours. Trust yourself. Whatever new journey is about to come about, whatever we're walking into, understand that the journey is leading you towards the world. And look, y'all. I can't make this shit up. Look, the sword, 6 of Swords, is on the 44th page. 4 plus 4 equals 8. 8 equals balance. Balance in your motherfucking divine feminine and your divine masculine. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I just be reading the cards. When they talk, I listen. That's it. All right. Peace, light, wait. Oh, shit. Did I forget my own saying? Peace, love, light, blessings to you all. And as always, the marathon continues, nigga.